Greetings, and welcome to another episode of the Anhedenia Project. So this time we have ourselves the latest in Evan Jacobs' work, Shut Up and Get in the Car. So I was led to believe, I think this was a kind of follow-up to Riding the Rail, which is sort of like a driving film where they got in the car and they decided to film a movie in that sort of way. I think it's a little bit more complex than that one was. And I admit, I was a little bit hesitant because I didn't really care for Riding the Rail, and I was having a bit of a downward spiral. And so I was kind of, do I really want to watch this? I said, no. You've watched all of them, for good or for bad. You're going to watch this. It may be good because, again, it's all up and down with the quality, and there's some amazing films in there. So I said, I am going to check it out. And this one was kind of in the middle. This is one of those, I've talked about categories that I consider of the Anhedenia films before, and this one is kind of in that rambling category where it's kind of just continuing conversation. I think that it does better with these films when there is somebody, when it's like two people at least, or there's somebody that you can kind of kick it off of. Like you have it's a little bit more focused in some of them, like The Brodown, for instance. The Brodown was an excellent film in that genre of films that he does, where it was very funny and it held together well, and the ending is frankly hilarious. I like that ending. So this one had me feel some complex things. So let's talk about it real quick. Let's break it down. This one is about two brothers on the way back to their mother's house for Thanksgiving. They haven't talked for a while, and this is their chance to kind of mend things, kind of put things together. Now, I'm an only child, so it's hard for me to relate to this on a brother type aspect. But the way that it is, you can tell Evan Jacobs' character is kind of the more neurotic type character, almost borderline in the way that he approaches it, where he talks about, trying to guilt him, not really forgiving him in many ways. In a way, it's almost a ride to retribution, than it is trying to do reconciliation. And the other brother is played kind of like, yeah, whatever, rolls eyes, that sort of thing. And I imagine, I remember, say, me and my father had a fairly similar relationship. And I could imagine if later on in life, him and I had to go on some sort of road trip together, this would be really how it would play out. I mean, it would be me being the person who's kind of like, just keep to myself, make it through this trip, don't say anything that's going to make him mad, and he would be the one bringing up old crap and trying to throw things in there, when you could tell that he was just as guilty of many of the things, maybe even worse in some ways. But I did like the complexity of it. If anything, I feel like Jacobs can really write a good character, especially when he puts his mind to it. And I thought that this was very well done as far as the complexity of it. There is, of course, that rambling quality, but again, if you are an Anhedenia fan, you should be used to that particular way of doing things. And here it works out relatively well. So if I was me, I would say this film has value. I think that it is worth a watch. Is it worth the $2 to jump on Vimeo and check out the Anhedenia films? I do include that link down below. Yes, I think so. Especially if you have a loved one that you know you guys had a problematic relationship, and it's just you know something like this that you could relate to. So with that, that's my short take. I hope you've enjoyed this. Hit that like and subscribe button. Check out Anhedenia films. If you haven't, there are a lot of amazing ones. And if you're just coming out to this series, I have covered every single one of them so far. Caught up again. But we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.